Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be going over Nexon's quarterly earning report for the finals, which is this right here. And it says, the finals, which launched Season 4 in September, has shown a strong improvement in retention as well as a healthy increase in hours played. Season 5 is scheduled for release in December. Now, the Reddit and the Discord general consensus is that this is a good thing and that Season 5 is going to be another good season like Season 4. However, that's not what I'm getting from this. And I'm going to be explaining what I am getting and why I'm getting that. So the first part is fine. The first part says the finals has shown a strong improvement in retention in Season 4. That's good, and that makes sense. It makes sense because Season 3 was not a good season. It had a bad ranked game mode and a bad map. And Season 4 has a decent ranked game mode and a decent map, and it improved upon the old map via performance issues and stuff. I'm referencing Kyoto here. So that makes sense. Obviously, the better season is going to have better player retention than the bad season with the worst player retention, right? That makes sense to me. There's no surprises there. But the second part of this is what I have a little bit of an issue with. The second part says, as well as a healthy increase in hours played. So Season 4 has had a healthy increase in hours played, according to Nexon. And I don't think that this is going to be a good thing. The reason for that is because Season 4 is the grindiest season we've ever had in the finals. I have played about 1 to 2 hours per day, at least, since the launch of Season 4, and I have still not yet completed the Battle Pass, even with all of the challenges that can be completed so far. So I'm level 102 in the Battle Pass. It goes up to 106. You need a lot of XP to get those last few levels, and I still haven't finished it. I only finished my sponsorship about a week or so ago. And you need a lot of XP to do that. So people like me that play the game quite a lot is probably about 20% of the player base. Maybe it's like 10 or 30%. I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm just going to say it's like 20% of the player base because it's fairly small in comparison to like your new players and your casual players that play for like 1 or 2 hours per week, which would be about 80% or 70% of the player base. And I think those players are going to have a pretty rough time completing the Battle Pass this season. And I feel like they're going to be faced with a choice. The first choice is to keep playing the game however they would normally play it in whatever game modes they normally played, whether it's, you know, Quick Cache or World Tour or Power Shift, whatever. They're just going to continue normally playing without really caring about the Battle Pass. Maybe they don't have it, maybe they have it and they don't care about finishing it, but the first option is to, you know, not care about the Battle Pass and not care about grinding the challenges and grinding the XP to get enough to finish the Battle Pass. Now, I feel like this is pretty unlikely because FOMO is quite a powerful thing, and it's going to want to make people like think that they need to finish the Battle Pass because otherwise they're going to miss out, because that's what FOMO is and that's what FOMO does. So the second option, which I feel like is going to be more like it's going to have a higher pick rate, if you will, is that, you know, players that don't have that much time to play, maybe an hour or two per week that they'd be putting into the finals, people that don't have much time to play that would normally play Quick Cache or World Tour are going to find themselves grinding for challenges when maybe they don't want to, just so that they can finish the Battle Pass. And I don't think that that's going to be a good thing, because doing challenges just for the sake of doing challenges can be very frustrating, especially if you don't finish, you know, the specific challenge in a game. If you have to queue into another game in another game mode that you don't like, using a specific gadget or a specific weapon that you don't like or particularly enjoy using, just so that you can get that challenge done, that can be incredibly frustrating, especially for someone that just doesn't have that much time to play. But people that don't have that much time to play still don't like missing out. They still have FOMO, right? Because they're still players of the game that probably want the cosmetics that the game has to offer. And to tie that in with this line that Nexon's put in their report, they've said, as well as a healthy increase in hours played, right? Nexon's idea here, and the idea of any kind of free-to-play game, is that the more time people spend in-game, the more likely they are to purchase a skin. That's just like a fact. That's just a data across many different games that do this kind of a thing. Overwatch 2 is probably a very good example. Or even Warzone or Fortnite. Any game, really. In any game, the more time you spend in it, the more likely you are to purchase a skin, according to various sets of data that I've come across before. And so, this line here that says, as well as a healthy increase in hours played, it makes me feel like Nexon are going to do one of two things. The first thing that they might do is they're just going to back off and let Embark cook, because this season has been very good and been very successful. They're stating that themselves in this quarterly earning report here. So they may well just let Embark do whatever they want for Season 5, and then I'm sure Season 5 would be another banger and just improve upon everything we currently have in the game, as well as adding new good stuff to the game. Right, that's option one. However, I feel like there's a pretty low chance of that happening. I'm going to say an optimistic 40% chance of that happening. And what I feel like is more likely is Nexon's going to be like, hey, this season we've seen great retention, and we've also seen a really good uptick in the amount of hours played, and we think that's because this season's really grindy. So what we're going to do is in Season 5, we're going to make the game even more grindy, so that people spend even more time playing it, so that people are even more likely to buy even more skins. That's what I'm getting from this. Now, I might just be paranoid because of everything that happened in Season 3 and the whole terminal attack, just chaos of a mess. So I definitely could just be paranoid for of this. But that is kind of what I'm getting from this. So I hope that Nexon does just back off and just lets Embark do whatever they're cooking up themselves, and just let Embark be Embark, and the Nexon's going to get their paycheck and they can, you know, buy themselves a yacht if they want. That's what I hope what happens. But what I fear might happen is Nexon's going to be like, hey, we're going to make the game even more grindy, just so that we can, you know, scrape out a little bit more cash from this game. So that's why I don't like this statement here. That's what I fear may happen. Let me know what you think of all of this in the comments down below. Let me know if you think that I'm just being paranoid. Let me know what you think of the quarterly earning report and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess I'll just finish with that. So thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.